What's up, YouTube? Bomb Diggity here, and today we got a market watch coming in for you guys. Of course, we're going to talk about the new ban list information that was dropped this morning, I guess you could say, at Worlds during the finals or right after the finals. So we'll talk about that. But before we get into the video, of course, most of the cards we talk about today are going to be the alternate art versions of the cards. Of course, we'll still look at some normal versions of cards, but remember, you don't need to waste all your money on cardboard. Make sure you take care of yourself, your life first, before you spend your money on cardboard. There's always time to pick up the cards in the future. So let's get right into this stuff. So, taking a look again, the pre-sale of OPO6, prices still crazy again. Again, would not recommend buying pre-sale cards, but you really want the cards, you really think you won't be able to secure any product, you don't think the prices will drop, then you do you, pick up your cards if you want. And we'll just have to wait and see what the market does with the pre-sale prices, of course. But now let us go right into OPO5, because the big news, guys, is Sakazuki is banned in the East. They announced a ban list. Sakazuki is gone. Reject has gone, which is going to be coming on OPO6 for us. And Great Eruption is also gone. So those three hits right there for the ban list. A lot of people are very upset. They didn't think Sakazuki should go. I as well don't think Sakazuki should have went. I would have rather them hit Akos Moria or Rebecca. Get those out of the way. But Sakazuki itself was a strong leader, and it showed the top four of Worlds was all Sakazuki, and yeah, they decided to go ahead and drop the ban hammer on him. So we'll have to wait and see how the meta evolves. Of course, everyone thinks yellow is going to rise to the top, but we'll just have to wait and see. So let's get into it right here. We got OPO5, nothing really that crazy. Of course, you got Yamato, all the SPs. As you can see, Sakazuki leader is already dropping like crazy. People are panic selling him. We don't know if this ban list will be the same over here in the West. Everyone's assuming it will be. And yeah, everyone is just already panic selling all of their Navy stuff, which we'll take a look like later. But Sakazuki is the first victim, of course, going down, already dropping at $70 and going lower. Next, we have Gear 5 alt, still around 50. And down here, all the leaders, of course, still pretty low. But the cheapest leader has actually gotten replaced. It used to be Rosinante, guys, but it's actually Sabo now that has taken the reins as the cheapest leader. But some people are still hyped on Sabo. Everyone's like, Sakazuki's gone. Time to cook with Sabo. So we'll have to wait and see what people bust out with that. So that should be pretty funny. But I think that's really about it. You haven't really seen Rebecca or Lucy go down in price that much. NL has he started to come back up? No, he's still gone down to all the alt arts and stuff going down. And the regular version, of course, of everything is still pretty cheap, which we'll go look at right here. Yeah, Lucci's are under $1 now. Koala $1. Borsalino 50 cents now. So yeah, I need to finish picking up my playsets of Laws, and I should be done with OPO5. I should have a playset of everything, I believe. I might need to get a couple of Innels as well down here for $2. But yeah, even Rebecca has fallen down a little bit. Secret Kaido as well, only 4. So yeah, prices still continuing to go down. Of course, everyone has hopped off right now. A lot of people I see taking a break from OPO6 format, and they're going to play Dragon Ball. Because a lot of people I've seen don't really like the OPO6 format that much. Let me know your thoughts on it down in the comment section below. I don't think it's been that bad so far during my playtesting, but we'll just have to wait and see as it evolves, of course. I was able to get into a couple regionals for OPO6 and a Treasure Cup, so I'm going to be stuck playing it regardless to practice. But there we go. Law in the deck. Yeah, really still just Law is really carrying this structure deck, but other than that, really nothing that else crazy. You can go take a look at OPO4. Still stuff continuing to go down. Rebecca and Yamato. The Yamato alt still sitting at 70. Law, SP. A lot of people are predicting now that Sakazuki's gone that people will have a resurgence of red-green Law, as well as red-purple Law, we know will be very strong coming up in the next couple of sets. So people are just still holding on to their laws. A lot of people are predicting that Sakazuki players might go play Rebecca because of all the recursion and stuff that they can do in that deck. So we'll have to see. Because now it's really up in there. What is going to be the next good black leader? Is it going to be Perona? Is it going to be Moria? Is it going to be Rebecca? Will people mess around with Smoker? Now that Sakazuki got taken off the board, everyone's starting to look at these other leaders being like, what are we going to play now? Because so many people are putting in so much practice with Sakazuki and it kind of just all got taken away from them. So we'll have to see what people tend to migrate towards. I know a lot of people are going to be still looking at yellow. That's why you got Sanji up here still sitting at $50 a piece. Again, Sabo, a lot of people are probably buying Sabos now because it's really good in Perona. So we'll keep our watch on him. But for the rest of the stuff, nothing really has changed. Still Rosinante, of course, for the Bonnie. We talked about that. Nothing else that crazy down here. Looks like we can keep going to look. VV Sugar, regular Rosinante still hovering around the $12 mark. Sanji still around 8. We'll maybe see an increase if yellow ticks up. We'll have to wait and see. Same with Sabo. These two cards just holding to wait and see what they do with those. Yamato still sitting around $6, and that is gonna really about do it for OP04. Let's go take a look at OP03 now. Manga Soga King Watch still sitting at 500. That's for lightly played. Near mint is still 620. No one's still really bought one in a while. What, over 10 days now without a sale of Soga King, so still sitting at 650 last sold. Katakuri still hovering that 220, like I said. Yellow, with the news of the bans, this card has gone from, it was sitting at like 63, 64 this morning, I believe. There's a couple listings at least. 58. Yeah, there's a 58 and then 63, 64. So it's been fluctuating, but people are starting to buy their Katakuris again. I still have not bought mine. I thought he's gonna keep going a little lower, but with the ban list, I don't think that's gonna be the case. He'll probably still sit around there, so I probably will just have to shell out the $75 for a couple. But that it is what it is. I'll just probably have to do it if I want to consider playing yellow. So that's okay. All the leaders the other leaders have still gone down. Ace still sitting at like 83. That's what, still around 90. Once a couple for 86, 87. Only gone down a couple bucks. He's been sitting around 90 for a while. Arlong and Linlin, everything's still sitting around here the same. Green Kid, of course, still sitting up there. The wanted poster. Lucci. People are more hyped for the OP7 Lucci, I would think. Putting Perospero and Cracker, though, with the hype of yellow, don't look like these prices are going anywhere. It looks like they're just sitting here. Might have even gone up a little bit. Marco Alt, Linlin, same thing. Linlin, you could group those into the yellow stuff right here. Fire Fist and Iceberg, I think those are still sitting around the same. Let's go take a look at the next page here. Pauly still like 15. Of course, these guys we haven't really seen anything from. Regular Cracker still sitting around $13. You got Linlin as well around $7. She is on the rise. Yeah, it looks like she's slowly gone up. The yellow hype, I guess people are buying their play sets today. That is definitely what it looks like. We are about to see a bunch of Katakuri and Enel in the format. So maybe Purple Luffy's not dead, you know. Sakazuki got hit. Everyone's going to be playing yellow. Maybe Purple Luffy can come back. I mean, it doesn't get many good cards in the next set, so we'll have to wait and see what it can do. But with the yellow everywhere, you know, the Purple Luffy might still be a play, so... it's going to be very interesting to see. And that is all assuming the ban list actually happens relatively soon. Because some people were saying since Japan didn't get to OP07, we're not getting it till OP07. So we'll just have to wait and see what it actually is going to happen. Because they have not announced anything for the West yet on any bans or when it's going to happen. So right now, you can still play Sakazuki and stuff. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. Now we can go look at ST0... Why am I typing? We could go look at the Big Mom Pirates structure deck because it is still sitting around the same. I think 7 Mom and Brule, yeah, still sitting around their marks. 7 Mom, no, still sitting around like the $10, $12 mark. So, and Brules have gone down a couple dollars as well if you want to pick up those. If you're planning on playing yellow, still going to be a good shout because yellow really wasn't touched. We don't know if the West will change stuff up and touch more of yellow. Like, what what's it gonna do, or if it's just strictly just to follow the same ban list that the East has. So we'll just have to wait and see for that, because again, we don't have any information for our ban list over here. Now let's go look at Absolute Justice. Justice, because people again panic selling all their Sakazuki stuff. You can see the structure deck price has bottomed out. You can see already yesterday 67, 65 now, just going for 50, because Great Eruption and Hina both are just dropping like crazy, due to the announcement of the bans, of course. So Great Eruption getting banned is going down. Hina, Helmet Bow. I mean, if this gets down cheap enough, I'm just gonna pick up a couple copies to finish out my play sets, just in case it ever gets unbanned or something like that. It's still really good, so I'll probably pick those up eventually. Not probably anytime soon, but we'll just have to wait. Now we can go look at the Animal Kingdom. Let's go look at the Animal Kingdom structure deck. Still sitting at $100. Queens, Blast Breath still going up. King still sitting at like $3. Dang, this deck is still $100. I need this to go down. I really need it to go down, or else I'm just have to drop the money on it. But you know, for collection purposes, I'll do it. You know, but let's go take a look at Paramount War. Booster boxes still going for like 320. Has there been that much movement? No, like 310 today, 300. So it's fluctuating like $20 here or there. Depends on the day. Whitebeard still still looks like it's still going down. I want to pick up a Whitebeard as well, just for my collection. So 138. Hopefully he gets a little lower. If he gets to around 100, I'll probably pick him up. But we'll just have to wait and see. Of course, the other leaders also still going kind of down. It looks like Borsalino and Kuzan still aren't going anywhere, because still other black decks will run the cards, even though Sakazuki is not around. It doesn't look like the price has really impacted the regular SR Borsalino as well. He's still sitting at like 35. I believe Perona does run him, as well as Moria, so it doesn't look like he's going anywhere. Ivankov, like under 60 now. Film Nami looks like she's going down a little bit. Nothing crazy though. Maybe a few bucks. Zephyr as well is still sitting down here. All right, let's go to the next page of OPO2. Looks like regular Kuzan's dropped a bit. Same with the regular SR Kuzan is definitely dropped a bit as well. Whitebeard also at only 14. Excuse me, guys. Ace and Magellan both also are like just dropping down, falling out of favor, and of course Squad, we talked about that last time. People are predicting it might do something with the new Marco leader. We'll just have to wait and see. And there's no news of Boat coming back either on the ban list, so that is kind of sad. As well as Odin, for EBO1. I need to still pick up some Odins for myself, because that deck has been a lot of fun. I've been having fun playing with it on the sim, so kind of want to continue that, maybe build it in paper and see. Ice Age Suru is still sitting around the same. And yeah, that looks like that's going to do it for OPO2. Now let's go to Romance Dawn. Romance Dawn. Let's see here. We got nothing really changed. There might be an uptick in Zoro and Law just because Sakazuki got hit, so those decks might be stronger now into the meta. Again, I don't think Zoro has the best matchup into an L, which a lot of people might start playing, so we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. That Zoro game yesterday, though, on the World Stream against that Sakazuki, that 4-minute game, that was absolutely crazy. The power of Zoro can have. He can just rush down the decks like that. But Law has shot up, right? No, he's dropped. Let's see. Yeah, dang, no one bought one for a while, sitting at 80, and then, yeah, he's slowly dropped. Okay, he's slowly come down. Again, Blocker Law, slowly coming down for the alt art. So he's basically almost the same price as the SP now, so it's really which art do you want. That's kind of nice, so people can actually have their preference of art. Kid is still crazy. Yamato as well is still up there. The leaders still kind of dropped. Useless, regular useless kid still holding around the $40 mark. Secret Yamato though has gone down all the way to like 35. It looks like they are still dropping as well. I'm gonna have to probably pick a couple up. The 35, I might pick a couple up. We'll just have to wait and see on that. My Odin list that I've been playing only runs 2, so I only need to get 2, so that's not bad for myself. So we'll just have to wait and see. I'll be keeping my eye on that. As well as regular Law still 18. Boa still 8. Otama still 5. None of these guys really have moved. Izo still sitting at 5. Radbeam has come down a little bit, it looks like. And X Drake and Punk, all this stuff down here is still looking like the same, except this Luffy's gone up maybe $1. Maybe gone up like $1. Yeah, $1, $2. For this Luffy, still don't know if it's gonna be good, but with Dragon, people are hyping it up, so that's why for that card. Now we can go look at the CS promos. Again, we talked about Bonnie and Nami, the 2 hits of the set, still sitting up here. Suru as well, still sitting around 72. Jinbei's dropped a ton. Bartolomeo's dropped like $20. Izo, we talked about Izo last time. All the printings for that because all the green hype coming up. Tashigi's have probably, Tashigi's have gone down because of the Sakazuki hit. So Tashigi, she's dropping as well. Looking like $25 now for Tashigi's. So the good thing, I guess, about Sakazuki potentially getting hit, right, is that people who really want to bling out the deck, who like really played it and maybe had their best performances during OPO5 with the deck, could bling it out to sort of like immortalize it for themselves. I know that's something at least I do in Pokemon. Like if there's a deck that I do really well at a tournament with, I like to bling it out just to have it for my collection. Like this was the list I played really well with. I don't have any decks framed or anything, but I definitely have some blinged out versions of decks. Just the deck boxes just for my collection purposes. Maybe bust it out, place a retro with it, like, man, I did really well with this deck and it treated me well, so I'm gonna treat it well. I do that kind of thing just for fun. That's one of the things I like to collect is like decks that I've done really well with to bling them out. But yeah, guys, I think that is gonna be it. We could go look at Gordon maybe real quick. Because with Sakazuki Band, Red Purple, a lot of people say that gets better. So Gordon's still sitting around the $25, $30 mark for your film Gordons, as well as the toy laws as well are pretty up there. Yeah, like $20 a piece now for your toy laws for Red Purple Law. So just keep that in mind if you're planning to play that deck. You might want to keep your eyes on those cards. But that is going to wrap it up for this Market Watch, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. It really helps me out. And if you're new, make sure you subscribe. We are 3 subscribers away from 300. I really appreciate everyone who subscribes and supports the channel. And until next time, YouTube, we'll see you later.